neighborhood is within the police department.
They had multiple patrol officers, a lot of the sheriff's office investigators were already there. Cars lined up and down the street on both sides.
While EMTs checked over the twins and tried to calm them down, the investigators
This is
went
me,
to work.
Hailey again, and
We had these two distraught teenage girls. Someone's killed their
this
mother.
is
And
me.
she got wheelchairs.
Oh yeah, I
The
forgot
first
the
step was to figure
table.
out how Nikki White
The
had
table
died.
that I eat my
In the living room,
food.
the investigators found obvious signs of a struggle.
There was some overturned furniture. There was blood on the carpeted floor.
Blood on the back of the couch.
My
The
table.
pillows, the curtains.
And scattered in the blood were the shattered remains of a vase.
There was parts of glass from the vase that were found.
There.
But while the fight had apparently started in the living room, it hadn't stayed there. Based on the blood trail that led to the back door, Nikki had tried to flee from her attacker.
The deadbolt is locked and she can't get out.
And as she fumbled with the lock, the vicious attack continued.
By the amount of the blood, you can tell that she's probably still being stabbed at that point.
Stabbed to the point that she was eventually overwhelmed.
She goes down on the ground.
Then, with Nikki nearly dead, her attacker had dragged her away from the door.
There were drag marks going through the master bedroom.
And into her bathroom where she was placed into the tub. The tub
Pull the
filled
thing
with
on the
water.
bottom outwards.
Once Nikki was in the tub,
Bar that's on
it
the
appeared
bottom.
that her attacker had tried to
Out.
clean up the bloody crime scene.
We could see that there had been bloody footprints going out the
Pull
door,
it hard.
but they had been wiped up.
But the attempt had quickly been abandoned.
There was just no cleaning up the amount of blood that was on the floor.
The killer had given up mopping the bloody floor. But based on what the investigators found inside the linen closet, the killer had tidied up the towels used in the aborted crime.
The linen closet had blood smeared on the inside of the door.
And then when the basically a shelf of towels missing. Those towels were in the washing machine.
Even stranger, while the killer had taken the time to put the bloody towels in the wash, they didn't ransack the house for valuables.
There wasn't the evidence of a robbery or anything like that.
And there was no sign of forced entry.
We walked around the house, looking at all the windows and doors. Everything was secure.
The lack of forced entry, along with the savage nature of the attack, led the investigators to a conclusion.
It wouldn't be someone that we were that was going to be a domestic violence case.
And if that was the case, the investigators knew where the search for suspects had to start.
We wanted to locate the boyfriend.
Had Nikki been in a violent, abusive relationship? Hoping for answers, the investigators turned to the dead woman's daughters, who were still at the scene.
Climb up in back of the ambulance and introduce
I
myself
would talk
to
about
Tasmania,
something
Jasmine,
today.
Not hysterically, but
Oh, here's your
And
I am
obviously
having
distraught,
big
if Tasmania's
silly
actions
today.
were any indication.
she was biting her arm.
I love this
Sweetheart,
weird.
don't do that. She said, I always do that when I'm nervous or upset.
Questioned in the back of the ambulance, the twins told the police that their mother did have a boyfriend, 64-year-old Robert Head.
Robert Head was a truck driver. He was
But
much
we
older
not
than
grade
Nikki.
my head
And just as the
down.
police suspected, the
It
twins said their
feels
mother's relationship with him
uncomfortable.
was complicated.
He knew that Nikki had other boyfriends.
It was possible Robert had killed Nikki in a jealous rage. The twins didn't think so. They told the investigators he had left in his 18-wheeler the previous afternoon.
Robert essentially was several states away. And
However, the girls said Nikki's other boyfriend was in town. And according to the twins, their mother had recently had a fight with him, too.
We were told by the twins that they heard their mother arguing with a boyfriend that they knew was Joe.
According to the twins, it was just the night before that they heard their mother shouting at Joe over the phone.
they can hear Mom on the phone with Joe till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning.
The timing of the fight just hours before Nikki's death, wasn't all that struck the investigators as suspicious either.
They had been on the phone fighting about breaking up that relationship.
Had Joe come over after the twins left for school and
Okay.
settled their argument once
Let's
and
talk
for
about
all?
the outfit.
That evening, the investigators tracked down Joe
Can
for
I hear
questioning.
put up
We immediately interviewed him.
all girls
But when the investigators told Joe
Some
that
girls
Nikki
like
was
to have
dead, he appeared to be
and mostly
genuinely
like it
shocked.
down.
He was obviously upset when I told him the news
Most
and he
girls
said
like
that
it,
she'd been
their hair
murdered. He
down.
was shaking and controlled and immediately started crying.
Well, most girls
And the
like their hair
argument
up.
Nikki's daughters had overheard.
Most
According
girls
to
like
Joe,
their
Nikki
hair
was the angry one,
both
not
ways.
him.
Like
Joe
sometimes
told her
up.
that he was
Things
going
I
to be moving in
like
with
to
another
wear it up.
girlfriend that
Sometimes
he
I like
had,
to wear it
and
down.
that he was considering ending
And
their
I like
relationship.
flowers,
Not
so
only was
I'm
there
wearing
no
a flower
motive for him
shirt
to murder
today.
Nikki, there was no physical evidence he'd been in a vicious struggle either.
They asked
Because
him, will you
there's
let us look at your arms and see
flowers.
if you have any scratch marks, bite marks,
There.
anything of that nature?
Based on the nature of the crime scene,
Now
we
let's
knew
talk about our
obviously she
favorite
couldn't
food.
fight and didn't have any injuries.
So
However, it
comment.
wouldn't be long before the
Because when we're
investigators
just talking
found
about all
someone
the
with
stuff,
exactly the sort of
then
telltale
you just
injuries
comment
they
down
were
below
looking for.
and
While
tell
the
me what is
investigators were
your
tracking
favorite.
down
What do
Nikki's
you like to
boyfriend,
do?
the
And what
distraught
is
twins were
your
taken to the
favorite
Conyers
thing
Police
to
Department
have,
for a videotaped interview.
eat, to snack on, to drink, to
We
make,
initially conducted
to
a
make,
victim interview where they were not
and
suspect.
to wear, and and then what style you want your hair up in.
Once I throw that grease away in that pot,
Yeah.
man, that makes an awesome ass gravy.
In the interrogation room, the twins told the investigators that their mother had been alive when they left for school that morning.
One day at 7:30, and I thought it was down the street.
We heard about the bomb point down.
Yeah.
But when they came home from school, their mother was dead.
I went to her room. I see blood all in there. It was like blood.
These needles are good.
It was like a line of blood. Like they
I'll
dragged her in there.
tell you what kind.
However, while the investigators were talking to the
Cup
twins,
noodles.
they noticed something strange. Although now inside, the twins were still in the gloves and jackets they'd worn home from school.
And each of them had bite marks, scratch marks, all up and down both their arms.
Calento, calento.
Then the
Colored and
girls
hot.
alleged that they had had a fight
Handle
with
with
each other
carrots
the day before,
and
and that during the fight
serving
they had put the
children.
bite marks on each other.
Bishop
Bites and scratches
handle
weren't
with
the only
carrots,
injuries
especially
the
when serving
investigators
children.
noticed, though.
One of the girls,
Telling
Taz,
person
had cut her finger.
especialmente
Her
sobre
ring
the
finger on the
niños.
right hand had a pretty bad cut.
That's how you say it
In the
in
interview,
Spanish.
the investigators didn't press the twins about
Because
their
that's
injuries.
Spanish. I'm half
Instead, they
Mexican.
kept the subject of their questions focused
Right.
on Nikki. And what the
I'm
twins had
mixed
to
with
say
American
about the mother they had just
Mexican American.
lost was unusual.
My friend Adam,
They would talk
he
about
just
how
wants
she
to
was a
play
party
around,
girl, she
so
would stay out
don't
all night,
listen to my friend Adam.
The twins
Please
also
don't.
admitted that their
When he says
relationship
stuff
with
to
their
me,
mother was
just-
strained.
And that when I'm making a video, just don't listen to him.
However, despite their harsh words for Nikki, the
Wait,
twins
what?
swore that they had
Why am I done
nothing
with
to
the
do
video?
with their
I
mother's
forgot to talk
death.
about our favorite food. Okay, my favorite food, and my favorite food, let's start with favorite fruit. My favorite fruit
In
is
fact, they
grapes,
appeared offended by the mere
apple,
suggestion.
plum, and cherry, strawberry, oranges. I like all the fruits. Even mixed fruit. Watermelon.
Coming
Woo!
up,
I'm
the
a big fan
investigators
of
make a
watermelon,
breakthrough,
We had
but
both Nikki's
mostly a
blood on
big
that
fan of
vase
strawberry.
and the twins' blood.
but they also hit a
They're identical twins.
Now let's
Their
talk about
DNA
favorite
is
food.
exactly the same.
I'm a big fan, real big fan of spaghetti food.
You're
and
doing all you can for your heart health.
and
But
a real
9 out
big
of 10
fan
Americans
of
aren't
noodles.
getting
That's why
important
I'm
omega-3s.
eating noodles right
Dare
now.
Pro Ultra Omega-3 can help with
With
2
a
times
cheddar
the
cheese
concentration of omega-3s than the leading brand. Love your heart with Dare Pro
I
Ultra
think they
What do you think? You said to tell our fans crispy M&Ms are back.
Not those fans.
Did you mean this fan?
No.
What about that one? There's a fan in the break room. Oh, so good. They're back.
Alright.
Turn my computer on.